Does Steve Harvey knows the details of Jamie Foxx hospitalization? Because it seems like the comedian has his own opinion of what had caused the actor ending up on a hospital bed, and boy, you're never gonna believe what Harvey had said. Allegedly, the real nature of Jamie's undisclosed condition is his past experience with drugs. And Steve has a lot to say about it. But is Harvey playing a thoughtful friend or is just trying to redirect people's attention away from his own scandals? Let's dig into the details of this story. Hi everyone and welcome back to Celeb Channel. I keep my eyes on the most discussed events in show business and always bring you the hottest updates. So Hollywood is a great place to develop addictions of all sorts, and even the strongest celebs cannot resist the temptation. Exactly 1 year ago, Jamie Foxx opened about his experience with drugs and, unlike many other people, he didn't hide his dark past. This story has quickly resurfaced and made the actor's fans speculate whether his medical complication was a result of a relapse. Since Foxx family didn't share any details about the nature of this emergency, the social media has been full of guesses and allegations. But as many celebrities send their prayers to Jamie, they also spill some beans about what could cause his poor health state. Well, Steve Harvey is one of those who believes that Jamie's excessive use of drug was the reason his life is in danger now.
What happened, man, I was just stunned because Jamie's fit.
As Foxx continues to receive medical care with a source telling the tabloids that he was awake and steadily improving as he continued to recover, the shocking news about 55-year-old actor health scare created a huge discussion among fans and other celebrities because no one saw that coming. The comedian Steve Harvey couldn't hide his surprise when commenting on the nature of this incident. He said, "This dude, he don't do nothing, man. This dude is fit, so I was really concerned, man. So I hope everything works out. I'm pretty sure it will." You can notice that Steve is basically trying to hint the reporter that Jamie's medical condition has nothing to do with his health, and probably the real cause of the problem is in Fox's past wild partying and excessive use of drugs. As Jamie remains in the hospital, his state is surrounded by some aura of mystery, and sources said earlier that a raft of tests are still being carried out on the star to get to the bottom of what's wrong with him. Jamie's family is being surprisingly silent, and it seems to many people that they already know everything about the actor's health scare, but don't want to disclose this just yet. Jamie's daughter Corinne specifically stressed that the family asked everyone for a moment of privacy, writing on her Instagram, "We know how beloved he is and appreciate your prayers. The family asks for privacy during this time." Well, whether it's actually related to any past addictions of the actor, we may never know, but Steve Harvey just felt that he could run his tongue and discuss his own opinions on what's going on with his fellow celebrity. As some people believe, Harvey likes to be in the center of attention, allegedly knowing the inside of the show business, and sharing his wise opinions with the media. Others speculate that the comedian is simply trying to throw jabs at Jamie and redirect public's attention from the mess in his own family. Well, Steve most certainly knows a thing or two about drugs himself since his beloved wife Marjorie has been allegedly involved in dealing herself, but it doesn't give the comedian any right to disclose any personal information just like that, especially when the family asked for privacy. While there is currently no updates when Jamie himself is planning to make a statement, and if he is actually capable of making one, considering we don't even know the details of his today's condition, many fans wonder if he is going to be back to work anytime soon. Clearly, the whole industry shows their support for the actor, but there's one Steve Harvey that considers that Fox's problems with his health are his own doing and the result of drug abuse. Jamie has been open about his experience with different substances, and in his interview in 2018, he shared a detailed story of his battle with drug addiction and alcoholism. The actor revealed that Kanye West's story about his own experience was quite relevant for Jamie, and he said when West Kanye talked about the drugs, the mental drugs, "I've had an episode of that. When mental drugs, I've had an episode of that. When he went in for 2 pills and then 7 pills received from the hospital, that's real." As Jamie confessed, his addiction to different substances became when he was in high school, and it was mostly something innocent as smoking weed until the day he became a college student and told the media that his drink was spiked by the hallucinogenic drug PC at one of the parties, and he then began getting flashbacks. According to Jamie himself, "It happened to me when I was 18, and I had 11 months of harsh flashbacks. And then when I was 26, I had a flashback just like that, and another one when I was 32, and that was the last one, but I always worry about it coming back." Many fans praised Jamie for being so open and honest and wished him nothing but a speedy recovery no matter what could have led to his hospitalization. As one person commented, "Jamie Foxx is a treasure. Whatever the issue, I pray he recovers fully. We love him." And another fan brought attention to how little is revealed about Jamie's current state in the media. Here's what he wrote: "You know something serious is going on if TMZ is keeping a tight lip. They said they know a few things but will not speak right now." Well, not only TMZ, but other tabloids and even Jamie's family keep low profile about the nature of the actor's condition. The family members was announced that the actor's state was critical and had to rush to the hospital, and some of them were out of town at that moment. Jamie has been staying in the hospital for 2 weeks now, and we only get the basic updates on his state. Recently, Jamie's big friend Nick Cannon broke the silence and stated, "I know he's doing so much better because I'm actually about to do something special for him and doing him a favor." Well, despite the good news, it's still unclear how long the actor would have to stay under medical observation, and apparently, the production of his movie is going to be wrapped without him. However, with the numerous scandals and complications that had already halted the filming process, I doubt that Jamie's crew misses him much. It seems like that many people who worked with Foxx on set were already concerned about his behavior and tantrums, which eventually led to other problems and even got 4 members of the crew fired. The sources claimed that the process was so stressful for Jamie that he had an actual meltdown and turned many colleagues against him. The source added, "Some people working on it are totally fed up with how this has played out, and James has become pretty unpopular." As many people saw, Jamie was almost about to lose it, and apparently, the tension of the past few months and the never-ending problems on the set could lead to the actor seeking relief in his past addictions. And despite his previous revelations, the actor admitted that he was not allowed to go out in public with his problems when he was at his lowest. As Jamie mentioned, family members were his backbone. They held him up when he couldn't do it himself. And that's what's happening right now again, and here is why his family doesn't allow any information to be leaked to the media. As Jamie said in his interview, "I was lucky enough to have people, like my sister, like my family, to say, 'Yo, you can't go out right now, 'cause you talking crazy.'" There's a high chance that family is again protecting the actor from his past troubles. And that's what Steve Harvey was hinting about when he doubted that Foxx's condition could something related to his poor health. Apparently, Steve tries to push his narrative about drug abuse through and show once again to the public and everyone in the industry that he is aware of many things and secrets. Considering that Foxx has been vocal about his struggles and repeatedly said how his family helped him to literally survive these hard times, it's no wonder that Steve Harvey makes such allegations. Although Jamie continued to push past his fears with the help of his family, his daughter, and others, he always had the fear that this awful feeling of being helpless and paranoid could come back, as he himself described those feelings after using, "How did it make me feel? Like living in your worst nightmares. You're afraid of the dark, afraid of things you see on the television. You feel that things are coming at you. I felt paranoid, and paranoia is craziness. It's not good." And while getting rid of your addictions could be tremendously hard, Foxx was able to win this fight, which is admirable and respectful. However, even the strongest of us are not protected from the past temptations, and this is probably what Harvey tried to say. As one of my subscribers mentioned, Steve is so eager to give his opinion on the incident that he neglects Jamie's family request for privacy. This person wrote, "This is so sad. Let the sea people have some peace. This is a personal matter." And another person added, "Steve Harvey trying to get the media off him and his wife and stepdaughter, Lori. What a try, Steve. We all praying for you. Jamie, you are the best. Get well soon. We all love you." Well, this is most certainly not Steve's place to comment since he's not a family member or a doctor, but apparently this man loves to have an opinion on everything in show business and even try to shade his fellow celebrities. After all, this is not the first time Steve does that. And what do you reckon? Could Jamie's hospitalization actually be caused by his past addictions? Or is Steve Harvey just distracting attention from his own drug-related scandal? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other video about Harvey's ties to drug ring. This man hides a lot of dirty secrets behind his refined image. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned and I promise to be back very soon with a new portion of gossip about your favorite celebrities.